The safety leave it. You can teach your dog a default leave it from things you drop in the kitchen, or if you want, from things you drop anywhere. Step 1. Teach your dog leave it basics.
To begin, click or say yes as your dog backs away from food in your hand. Then put the food on the floor under your hand and click for your dog staying away from the food on the floor. If you've never trained your dog a leave it before, you can follow the steps in these 2 videos on how to teach a beginning leave it. Step 2. Drop a piece of low value food from a low height. Click or say yes as you drop the food and feed your dog a treat of higher value than the treat you're dropping on the floor. What to do if your dog goes for the dropped food.
Lou was comfortable with me holding her back with the hand that I'm holding the yummy treats in. However, if you think your dog is going to be intimidated by you touching your dog, then don't do it. Instead, you can cover the treat with your hand if your dog goes for it, or have your dog attached with a leash and harness so your dog can't reach the treats that are dropping on the floor in the initial training sessions. Then when your dog is successful, you can remove the leash. Step 3. Add criteria. Now drop the food from higher up. You can also start to drop different types of food. If your dog is unsuccessful, you can go back a step, so you can drop higher value food from lower, and if your dog is really struggling, you can have someone else drop the treats while you work with your dog at a distance from them.
Don't cue your dog to leave it. You want this to be a default behavior, so the cue for your dog to leave the food is the food dropping on the floor. As your dog starts to master this exercise, you can click after you drop the food or click your dog as you pick the food up. The final result will be you drop the food, you pick it up, you tell your dog he's a good boy, and then you can get him a treat from the fridge. Don't do this training exercise with any food that your dog can't eat, just in case your dog does go for the food and eats it. The pills I dropped in the beginning of the video were actually Lou's vitamins. See you next time, and don't forget to subscribe to channel Kiko Pup.